Hey friends, welcome back to tingsnice.com. Thank you so much for tuning in. So we're just going to jump right in. And so today's topic is, don't ask me which carnival is better. I'm not trying to be rude, but really, don't ask me. And the only reason why I say that is because I don't want you to ask that question. I would just prefer for you to rephrase your question a different way and then I can answer. Otherwise, I'm going to give you this really long disclaimer before I actually answer you. But the truth is, I can't say which carnival is better, right? So I have these debates with people all the time and I'm realizing, you know what, Shamira, you have to change your phrasing, right? So it used to be like, don't compare carnivals. No. Yeah, you can compare carnivals. Fine, absolutely. That's going to be natural. You can compare carnivals, you can compare fetes, whatever. But my issue lies when people try to rank carnivals. There's no carnival competition anywhere. There's no carnival award ceremony that has come out yet. So therefore, until that happens, you can't rank a carnival. And I'm almost certain that you haven't been to every carnival in order to rank them all fairly in the first place. So let's not do that. I am a firm believer that when you go to a specific country, you should experience that country, experience their carnival, and respect it for what it is. Then if you go to another country's carnival, do the same thing. Accept it for what it is. But don't say that it's oh, well, this carnival is better than the next one. But what are you rating it on, right? There's so many questions that I have when people say that. What you can definitely say is that you had a better time, right? You can say that you had a better experience, or these are the experiences from that trip that you appreciated more than a next trip. But don't say that somebody's carnival is the best, right? That is what bothers me. Oh, Trinidad carnival is the best. There's no ranking and they're all different. So you can compare and compare and compare and compare and compare, and that's fine. But at the end of the day, they're all different and they're all supposed to be different. And nobody is at the top. Nobody's at the top. I said it. Anyway. And when I'm referring to carnival, I'm not just talking about the road. I'm talking about all of the experiences that come with carnival. So the fetes and the traveling, everything is combined in one. I'm not just talking about being in costume and being on the road. And I think what's key is that you have to get information from people who, and I say this all the time, get information from people who fet like you. There are some things that I definitely don't recommend doing, please don't ask anybody who's half dead the whole fete. If they're inebriated to the point where they can't get a full sentence out, you don't need to be talking to that person, because I guarantee, that fete was best. Fete turn up, bro. You weren't even alive, bro. How you know? You gonna have a great time regardless. And don't ask anybody who is really biased. In my mind, if you ask somebody, yo, which carnival is the best, and they give you a one-word answer, I have an issue with that. I feel it shouldn't be so. These are some of the questions that I feel are appropriate and would gather the best information right from people who have gone. One of the questions that you could ask is, how does Carnival A differ from Carnival B? It's a great question. Or, which carnival has the most participants? That's a factual something that you can get information for. And it's probably going to be Trinidad and Tobago Carnival, right? It's probably going to be that. Another question that would be great is, which carnival is ideal for newbies? I could probably answer some of those. It could be, you could recommend that someone go to carnivals on Miami Carnival or Atlanta Carnival to get their feet wet. I've done that with friends and they've come back and be you know what? This is good. It's not for me. I don't really want to go anywhere else. This was a lot. And I'll let you know when I'm ready. Another question that is ideal is, which carnival would work best for my budget of blank? And you would fill in whatever your budget was when you're asking that question. And they'll be able to tell you, well, If your budget is $900, Trinidad is not the carnival for you. Another great question is, which carnivals offer a 2-day road experience, right? We have factual information to go along with that. We can help you with that. Another question is, which carnival has the most intense juve? And you always have to add on, in your opinion, right? So in your opinion and in your experiences, which juve experience was the most intense? I know what my answer is going to be. I don't even have to say anything because you know what I'm going to say. All right. And then another one, what's the average cost of a FET ticket for blank carnival? We can give you that average based off of all the information that we have from the previous year. Granted, those prices are likely to go up, but at least you have like some type of gauge and factual information to help them with. Like, those are questions that I would respect. Those are questions that I would have no problem answering. But when you're like, what carnival, which carnival is the best ever? That's the one I want to go to. It doesn't work like that. Sorry, not sorry. But really, so at the end of the day, go to the carnivals and experience them for yourself. That way you can have your own answers. There's going to be things that you love about carnivals or certain carnivals, and there's going to be things that you can't stand about certain carnivals. The reason why I'm not a huge fan of Trinidad is because it's too many people. Like, I need space, right? Like, I need to free up. Or if I did go back, I'm not joining a big band. I probably won't even play mass. Like, I need my own space. Like, I don't like when people put another country's carnival down because it's not what their country's carnival is. Like, don't do that. Let's be fair. Be nice. You know, carnival is carnival. Every one of them are different from one another, which is what makes them so special. You're not going to a carnival just to expect the same thing. And if you are, that's a problem because you're not going to get the same thing. But yeah, so if you have a question about any of the carnivals that I've been to and you want some additional insights, please definitely hit me up. So I've been to Trinidad, I've been to Grenada, I've been to Guyana, I've been to Jamaica. Where else have I been? I've been to Crop Over, I've been to Carabana and Miami and Atlanta and Boston, and adding some more right under my belt in the months to come. So I look for, I've been to Hollywood, right? So I look forward to like sharing these with you and answering your questions. And I am going to do some recaps of trips that I've had, especially the ones that I did before I started Tingz Nice and before I started doing all this blogging. So definitely be on the lookout for those. It can give you some insight and some information about all of them. Okay, so thanks again for tuning in. Be sure to continue to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I totally appreciate you and thank you for being so loyal. Love you. Bye.